The new Springfield Armory 1911 DS 3.5. This is to compete with the Staccato CS. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a winner. (1911 double stack, aka 2011). This is the third installment of the 1911 DS series pistols from Springfield Armory. 1911 double stack, aka DS, and this is the newest one that dropped on 1/15 this year. We're filming this week before we go to SHOT Show, but this is the newest pistol. And today's review, I was out of town when this gun came in. I didn't have a chance to get to the range. So we shot this thing out the box today. Didn't have a chance to shoot it. That's why there's no optic on it, no light. We shot it as is, more of a first impressions kind of review. Even though we don't have much holster support for this gun, but if you do have the 5-inch 1911 DS or the 4 1/4, we have holster options in regards to Safariland, some Kydex options. All those you find on our website at rdrgear.com, along with our belts, plate carriers, chest rigs, full canine gear, and as I mentioned earlier, Safariland holsters for both the 4 1/4 and the 5-inch. All that you can see on the website at rdrgear.com. Today was the first rounds we put through this pistol, and there's not a lot to share with you guys outside of the 4 1/4 and the 5-inch pistol. This is simply just a shorter mag capacity, a shorter slide radius, and this is kind of your CS competitor. And I'm not here to tell you guys that Springfield didn't have its hiccups. It did, but I do feel, with my experience on the 5-inch gun and the 4 1/4 gun, I'll give you a little history on those. If Springfield didn't have the QC hiccups that happened when the guns first launched, and there was a batch of guns that went out across the country, and a lot of folks got those guns and they had issues. You could feel the disconnect on there. The slide didn't have very good movement. There were a lot of feeding issues, reliability issues, etc. People had to send the guns back. That was a mess. If that issue didn't happen, I personally feel the 1911 DS pistol would have had a much bigger impact within the shooting community than it does today, because the guns do work well. Their options now in regards to plate options, trigger upgrades, grip upgrades, and then all the different companies doing things to the 1911 double stack platform. If you look at companies like Skip's Guns, Monsoon Tactical, Vulcan Machine Works, right? The guys at Vulcan are making probably some of the best looking staccato pistols that literally have the most creativity, design, everything, and that's another segment. But say you have that 1911 DS and you want to upgrade and do some things too, guys like Skip's Guns, phenomenal company, doing a lot of really cool things on the 1911 platform. So again, that's an option for you guys to take that base gun and really have it tuned and customized to your personal standards. And if you have one that works already, man, it is a great little pistol. When I grabbed this pistol out the box and I dropped the magazine and felt that slide, Springfield really, I feel, fixed and learned from their past issues. Back in the day, I don't have my 4 1/4 gun here, but if you grab that thing and you could feel the disconnect drag, this pistol shoots very well, and it's very well sprung. It's very soft shooting. I didn't have any issues today whatsoever. I'm very impressed with that out the box first experience. We shot about 300 rounds today, give or take. Not a hiccup. On the top end, you have your AOS plate system. Springfield sent this gun out and they sent us all the plates. Once I get back from SHOT Show, we'll get this gun decked out with some accessories. We'll run a couple different reviews with some different optics, some different plate systems, show you guys what's your options are at home. Also, what weapon lights are going to be available for you. Things that I always like to discuss with you guys is because on this pistol, you're always going to have some press check options. So your slide serrations are very deep, very well done on the pistol, front and rear. You have a front night sight with a white outline, blacked out rear. This setup is great. Your plates all have your rear sight included as well. Ambi safety. Let's talk about grip. Again, you guys, there's not a lot difference between the other pistols other than simply this is smaller. That's really all there is to it. And I'm going to get to the whole 3.5 inch slide length here in a minute. But when you, for the first time consumer at home, and you're looking at this pistol, this grip texture, very well done. Just enough all the way around the pistol. And what's cool about it, with the borders you already have, if you want, you can go to OT Defense, grab a stipple kit, and you could literally follow this existing pattern and add a little more texture if you wanted to. But again, keep in mind it's a carry gun, so the more aggressively you make that grip, the more it's going to be harsher on skin and clothes. But the way it is right now, it's very good, very clean, good undercut. Everything about this portion of the pistol works great, as well as the others. Trigger is nothing to write home about. It can always be upgraded. It is a metal trigger, and you know, you're nothing like it's probably 4.5. You know, I don't have a trigger gauge, but today we did some bill drills, some pairs, no issues at all. Very well done. But again, trigger jobs are always going to be red dirt, upgrades, etc. You guys are going to be able to do whatever you want with that trigger, flat face, curve, short, whatever you want. You know me, I like ambi safety guns, again, because you may have to shoot this pistol with the other hand. So we did some strong hand shooting today. Again, safety's worked very well. Nothing impedes there. Once I drop that safety, you're good to go. Shorter beaver tail on the back end, shorter all the way around. Very good, very comfortable in the hand. For me, sometimes I get that, I have that callus from 2011's. So this one here is a very good job in blending. No real issues that I've had in the past with some 2011 style pistols. Magazines. Gun comes with two 15-round mags. These are the Duramags. They worked phenomenal, no issues whatsoever. The gun will also take the 16-round Staccato magazines. Granted, you have this excess right here. One of the things I'm going to do some research on is, or maybe you guys at home as well already have one on a 1911 DS, suggestions for a magwell. I may add one just so you guys can see cosmetically, but I don't really feel you need a magwell, because even with the factory mags, there's no stabbing me right here. I don't have massively big hands, but this portion I wear a large glove, long fingers, but this here is not an issue as far as impacting me without a magwell. The recess right here, I know Roger QVO Tactical, when the CS came out, Roger had made some mainspring housing fillers that filled this gap right here on the CS gun. I don't know how much shorter this is of a CS pistol, but it may be shorter there. But again, as I do some research, SHOT Shows next week, so maybe there'll be some products we'll see there as well for the pistols. But as I mentioned, the 16-round Staccato magazines work just fine, but again, you probably would definitely want to have a magwell to have that coverage filler there. So when you look at the competitor to this pistol, which would be the Staccato CS, if you purchase the Staccato CS today and you add a light, you add a red dot, I think my math ended up being around $3,600 for a 3.5 inch 1911 double stack, 2011 for them. At that price point, I don't know if I know I'm not buying a 3.5 inch 2011. That's just not going to happen. I'm going to buy a 4.25 gun, or I'm going to buy a 5-inch pistol, because that's what really separates this pistol to that pistol. Do they both shoot very well? Absolutely. Do I need to spend that level of money for a mid-sized to compact carry gun when I have macros, Glock 43Xs, 365 XLs, all the different same size carry guns in regards to 3.5 inch slide length and the 15-round, if not more, capacity magazine. So this fills that niche very well, because now it allows someone at home to buy this base pistol. They're going to be probably $13.50 street price, and you're going to be able to customize this to your heart's content. Once I get all the reviews done with this pistol, I'm thinking maybe sending it off to Vinny at Monsoon, let him do his chunk port to this thing, or maybe some of the Lucky 7. Get that done, maybe do a grip module upgrade to this thing. Just kind of play with it, make it something cool. During the wintertime, I could see carrying this pistol. Any time for me outside of that, I don't think I'd be opting for a 3.5 inch 2011 as a carry gun. when I have multiple other pistols that fit the same role, capacity, slide length, barrel length, all that stuff. I don't see the need for the craze right now of running these short 2011s. I honestly don't believe those pistols do anything better than what's currently out there in the polymer and small frame steel guns. So once we get all the base reviews out of this one, you're gonna see a bunch of comparison consumer type driven reviews. As always, you guys know, full transparency, Springfield does support the channel with pistols, no monetary value, no payment of any kind other than sending product to the channel, which we truly appreciate. They've been big supporters of the channel. And I hope you guys know me well enough now, if you've been watching the channel, whether someone sends me a gun or not, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys at home and tell you something is great when it's not. Be surprised, I've sent more product back to vendors than you guys see, because I'm not gonna waste time or Crispy's time. We're gonna edit something that's just a trash video on a product that just doesn't work on camera. So again, when you look at these reviews, even though companies send us a product, we're always gonna be honest with you guys at home about how we feel. So I'm super excited for this one. This is another option for you guys out there who wanna kind of dip your toe in that double stack 1911 space. This is gonna be a great value option for you guys, and it gives you a small, very cool compact package. I think you'll be impressed when you see the shooting footage of today and the footage of future reviews. That's all I got for you today. If you like the channel, subscribe, like, share, comment on Act With You guys. It helps me in the channel. We appreciate the support. Until next time, be well. Take care.